Subscribe to our channel to try to be the first to know news about the royal family. Diana's death. A deep dive into what happened. The tragic death of Princess Diana, one of the most beloved figures of the 20th century, on the night of August 31st, 1997, shook the world to its core. Diana, often called the People's Princess, was more than just a member of the British royal family. She was a global icon of compassion, style, and humanity. Her sudden passing at the age of 36 in a car crash in Paris remains one of the most heart-wrenching and controversial events of modern times. To fully understand what led to her untimely death, we need to explore the circumstances surrounding that fateful night, the public and media's relentless obsession with her, and the lasting impact of her loss. Diana's legacy and struggles with fame. Princess Diana was born Diana Frances Spencer on July 1, 1961, into an aristocratic British family. Her 1981 marriage to Prince Charles, heir to the British throne, was seen as a real-life fairy tale. Their wedding was a global spectacle, watched by over 750 million people. However, behind the glittering image, Diana's life within the royal family was far from ideal. Her struggles with mental health, her dissatisfaction with royal life, and her eventual separation from Charles in 1992 revealed the human side of a princess idolized by millions. The couple officially divorced in 1996, freeing Diana to focus on her humanitarian efforts. She became an advocate for causes like HIV/AIDS awareness, landmine removal, and helping children and refugees, cementing her status as the People's Princess. However, despite stepping away from royal duties, Diana was unable to escape the paparazzi and the intense public scrutiny that followed her every move. Her personal life, particularly her romantic relationships, became tabloid fodder, and she often expressed her frustration with the media's invasive tactics. The summer of 1997. A new romance. In the summer of 1997, Diana began a romantic relationship with Dodi Al Fayed, the son of Egyptian billionaire Mohammed Al Fayed, owner of Harrods and the Ritz Hotel in Paris. The couple's relationship quickly became a sensation, with paparazzi trailing them across Europe. Photographs of Diana and Dodi vacationing on the Al Fayed family's yacht in the Mediterranean were splashed across magazines, fueling speculation about their future. This period of happiness for Diana also marked one of the most intense periods of media harassment in her life. Every outing, every gesture, and every moment was captured by photographers eager for exclusive shots of the world's most famous woman. The fateful night in Paris. On August 30, 1997, Diana and Dodi arrived in Paris after a brief stay in Sardinia. They planned to spend the night at the prestigious Ritz Hotel, owned by Mohammed Al Fayed. Their day was filled with quiet moments, but the presence of paparazzi outside the hotel created tension. Photographers had gathered in large numbers, eager to capture exclusive images of the couple. To escape the prying eyes of the media, Dodi and Diana made a last-minute decision to leave the Ritz around 12:20 a.m. on August 31st. They hoped to quietly return to Dodi's private apartment near the Champs-Élysées. The couple exited through the hotel's rear entrance to avoid the waiting photographers. They boarded a Mercedes-Benz S280 limousine, driven by Henri Paul, the acting head of security at the Ritz. Accompanying them was Trevor Rees-Jones, Dodi's bodyguard, who took the front passenger seat. Diana and Dodi sat in the back. The plan was to outmaneuver the paparazzi by taking a less direct route to the apartment. The high-speed chase. The moment the car left the Ritz, it was pursued by a group of paparazzi on motorcycles and scooters. These photographers were determined to get a glimpse of the couple, chasing the car through the streets of Paris. In an effort to escape, Henri Paul reportedly began driving at high speed, reaching over 100 kilometers per hour, 62 miles per hour, in areas with speed limits of just 50 kilometers per hour, 31 miles per hour. As they approached the Pont de l'Alma tunnel, Henri Paul lost control of the vehicle. At 12:23 a.m., the car veered to the right and struck the 13th concrete pillar inside the tunnel at a devastating speed. The impact was catastrophic, instantly crumpling the front of the car and leaving the passengers severely injured. Aftermath at the crash scene. Witnesses at the scene described the chaotic moments following the crash. Some of the pursuing paparazzi arrived almost immediately, taking photographs of the wreckage and the injured occupants. This behavior sparked widespread outrage, as many felt the photographers prioritized their work over helping the victims. Emergency responders arrived within minutes. Henri Paul and Dodi Al-Fayed were pronounced dead at the scene due to the severity of their injuries. Trevor Rees-Jones, the bodyguard, was alive but critically injured, suffering multiple fractures and severe facial trauma. Princess Diana, seated in the back of the car, was still alive but gravely injured. She was extracted from the wreckage by emergency personnel and transported to the Pitié-Salpêtrière Hospital, approximately 4 miles away. The fight to save Diana's life. At the hospital, doctors discovered that Diana had suffered catastrophic internal injuries, including a torn pulmonary vein that caused massive internal bleeding. Despite extensive surgery and repeated efforts to stabilize her condition, the injuries were too severe. At 4 a.m., Princess Diana was officially pronounced dead. The world had lost one of its most cherished figures. Her body was later flown back to England, accompanied by Prince Charles and Diana's sisters, Lady Sarah McCorquodale and Lady Jane Fellows. The investigation. What went wrong? The French authorities launched an immediate investigation into the crash. Initial reports pointed to Henri Paul, the driver, who was found to have high levels of alcohol and prescription drugs in his system. Additionally, the vehicle's high speed and lack of seatbelt use by Diana and Dodi contributed to the severity of the injuries. Only Trevor Rees-Jones, the sole survivor, was wearing a seatbelt. While the official investigation concluded that the crash was caused by reckless driving under the influence, many questions remained unanswered. The role of the pursuing paparazzi and the events leading up to the crash fueled widespread speculation and conspiracy theories. The legacy of Diana's death. Diana's death exposed the darker side of media intrusion and celebrity culture. Public outrage over the behavior of the paparazzi prompted governments and media outlets to reevaluate ethical boundaries. Her funeral on September 6, 1997, was attended by thousands in London and watched by over 2.5 billion people worldwide, a testament to the global impact of her life and legacy. Today, Diana's memory lives on in the work of her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, who continue to honor her legacy through their humanitarian efforts. Her death remains a powerful reminder of the human cost of fame and the need for compassion in the way we treat public figures. Princess Diana's life was a beacon of kindness and resilience. Her death may have been tragic, but her legacy endures